Hi, welcome to Vegan Finds. Tonight's dinner, we're going to take these lovely carrots, turn them into a pulled barbecue sandwich. It's going to hopefully mimic pork. We'll find out. Never made it before. We're going to try. So sit back, relax, and let's get cooking. Okay, so what we have here are 7 medium-sized carrots, and we're just going to shred them on a box grater. Feel free to use a Cuisinart or whatever food processor. Sorry, I shouldn't use brand names. Don't want to offend anybody. And basically, you're going to shred all the carrots. And once the carrots are shredded, we move on to slicing up some red onion, and I'm also going to add a little vidalia onion on top of that. I like a little sweet to go along with it. So I'll be back to show you how to slice the onions in a moment. Okay, so as you can see, I've shredded the carrots. There's a nice decent amount in there, and I have a baking sheet that has been lined with some parchment paper. I'm just going to spread that out onto the baking sheet. I'm not ready to finalize this yet, but I will slice up the onions, and then we will show you how to bake this off. You want to preheat your oven to 375. Okay, so I'm going to slice up these onions. Basically, you cut it in half, and you just want to get some nice thin slices. This is a vidalia onion, so it's on the sweeter side. And I'm going to do the same thing with a half of, you know what, I'm going to use the whole one because this is not a particularly large red onion. So I'm going to use the whole red onion, slice it up exactly the same way, just in very fine slices. I'm not using the best knife for this. You want to use a really sharp knife as opposed to the dull one, because the dull one is how you end up cutting yourself. It's not the most dangerous knife in your tool in your kitchen is not the sharpest knife, it's the dullest knife. That's a tip I learned very early on, and so I will finish slicing up the onions and we'll show you how to get this ready for the oven. Okay, so we got the onions and the carrots all ready to go, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drizzle some avocado oil over all of this stuff here. And basically what you want to do is you're going to toss this and make sure that it gets all nice and coated. Once your oven is done preheating, you're going to pop that into the oven for how long? Till it's done. I'll let you know when I come back. Okay, so I got the carrots and onions spread out. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of salt on this, and what we're going to do is we're going to cover this with some tin foil and cook it for, I would say, 20-25 minutes. At the 10-minute mark, you just give it a little shake to make sure that, you know, stuff is moving around in there. And after about 25 minutes, you're going to take off the tin foil and cook it for another 10 minutes. You're interrupting me here. Okay, so the carrots and onions have cooked now for half an hour, and I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of liquid smoke to this. And this should give it a nice smoky flavor. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add your favorite barbecue sauce. So you're going to put this into a bowl, mix it up with your favorite barbecue sauce. And if it's not smoky enough for you, you can always add a little bit more. This is pretty potent stuff, so, you know, don't be too generous, otherwise it'll overwhelm the texture, overwhelm the overall flavor of your barbecue sauce and the actual flavor of the vegetables itself. Okay, so to this I'm going to add the barbecue sauce. We are using our homemade Carolina barbecue sauce, and that's a vinegar-based sauce. Goes really good with pulled pork for those who eat that stuff. And I added an additional full teaspoon of the liquid smoke, because this is actually quite a bit more than I was expecting. So we are going to be ready to plate this up momentarily. Okay, so here we have the finished product. We got the pulled carrots and onions on top of some homemade coleslaw, and it's on a char ciabatta bun. We're gonna obviously add a little bit of French fries to go along with that, but this is how it's done. And enjoy, and we'll see you soon. Bon appetit! And if you like these videos, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment, and give us a thumbs up. Thank you.